Hello everyone. Let me start with a simple question. Every time when you make an online payment, track a shipment, checks a dashboard, or use a mobile app, have you ever wondered how all these systems talk to each other? The answer is APIs. In this video, I am going to explain APIs not just as code but as a business enablers in a way that consultants, managers, and technical leaders can easily understand. So, what is an API? API stands for Application Programming Interface. But forget the technical name for a moment. The most important way to think about an API is this. An API is a contract between two systems. A contract that clearly defines how one system can request value and how another system delivers it. Think of a restaurant. You place an order with the waiter. That's your request. The kitchen prepares the food. That's the provider. And the waiter brings the dish back. That's the response. You don't care how the kitchen works internally. You only care that your order is delivered correctly and on time. That abstraction is exactly what APIs provide in business systems. Now come to the API transaction flow. Every API interaction follows a very simple and predictable flow. First, there is a consumer. This could be an app, a business process, or another system that needs a capability. Next, a request is sent. This request clearly specifies what action needs to be performed. The provider systems that then process the request. This system owns the data or the business capability. Finally, a response is returned along with a success or failure status. From a business point of view, this is very powerful. It means capabilities can be reused, shared, and scaled without tight coupling between systems. Now comes to understand the language of APIs. There are only four essential actions. API speaks a very simple and standardized language. There are only four core actions you need to understand. Get means read something. For example, show me a customer list. Post means create something new, like generating a new invoice. Put means update something, such as changing a customer address. And delete means remove something, like canceling an order. This standardization is why APIs scale so well across enterprises. Once teams understand this language, integration becomes repeatable and predictable. Now, how API delivers tangible business value. Let's talk about why API matter from a business perspective. API dramatically reduce time to market because you don't need to rebuild everything from the scratch. They enhance functionality by allowing you to plug into proven services. They bring a standardization which lowers operational risks and increasingly APIs unlock new revenue streams where capabilities themselves become products. That is why platform companies, digital ecosystems, and smart factories are all API driven at their core. Now, coming to all the business value, there are some trade offs. You need to manage API and they are not free. So, there are some trade offs. When you depend on an API, you also spend on the provider's reliability and SLAs. Usage based pricing can increase cost as you scale, and version or policy change can impact your roadmap. That's why API strategy must include governance. not just technology only. A smart organization actively manage API dependency through contracts, monitoring, cost forecasting, and multi-vendor strategies. Let me leave you with one simple takeaway. APIs are not just code, they are business contracts. They define how value is requested, delivered, and governed across your digital ecosystem. As a next step, leaders should assess their API inventory, decide where to buy versus build, and govern APIs with clear standards and metrics. That's why, that's how APIs truly drive speed, scale, and business efficiency. Thank you for watching Insights from Gyan. If you found this useful, please like, subscribe, and share. I shall be creating more quick, practical videos on business advisory, digital transformation, smart factory, and Industry 4.0. Thanks.